Familiar foe stands between Eala and first ever WTA title. Just one win shy of her first ever crown, Eala finds herself staring down an already known hurdle in Hungary's Punta Udvarhely at the WTA 125 Guadalajara Open Finals in Mexico. On paper, the Filipino has the edge as the world number 75 against Udvarhely's number 134, but history says otherwise. Their only previous clash came last April in Portugal, where Eala, then the top seed on clay, bowed to the Hungarian in the round of 16. This time, the rematch shifts to hard court, with Eala seeded second, and the only seed who even survived the quarterfinals. Udvarhely, 26, booked her ticket by stopping Maria Kozareva, 6-3, 6-4, after ousting fourth seed Francesca Jones earlier. Eala, meanwhile, breezed past American Kayla Day, 6-2, 6-3, fresh off a Friday double-duty marathon in which she outlasted Varvara Lepchenko in 3 hours before dispatching Nicole Fossa Huergo in straight sets. Guadalajara gives her another swing at that elusive first WTA title, coming on the heels of an Eastborne finals heartbreak and a Miami semifinal breakthrough against Jessica Pegula, two of her best finishes in the circuit. Udvarhely and Eala's match is scheduled on Sunday, with specific time still to be announced. A familiar foe stands between Eala and her first ever WTA title. When Alexandra Eala stepped onto the lush, green lawns of Eastborne Center Court in late June 2025, she was playing for more than a trophy. She was chasing history. The 20-year-old Filipina had already broken barriers by becoming the first player from the Philippines, and indeed from Southeast Asia since 2010, to reach a WTA Tour final. Wikipedia, Women's Tennis Association. But in front of her loomed a familiar foe, fellow rising star Maya Joint of Australia, ready to block her dream. The breakthrough, Eala's historic run. Alex's journey to that pivotal moment was nothing short of cinematic. Her rise began with early season breakthroughs in Miami. As a wild card ranked around 140, she stunned Grand Slam champions Jelena Ostapenko and Madison Keys, then pulled off one of the biggest upsets of the year by toppling world number 2 Iga Swiatek, earning her place in the WTA semifinals and becoming the first Filipina ever to break into the top 100. Reuters. Wikipedia. +1. Grass, though new to many, suited her sleek style. After battling through qualifiers in Eastborne, she dismantled Lucia Bronzetti, benefited from a retirement against Ostapenko, knocked out Diana Yastremska, and outlasted Varvara Gracheva in a tight, high-quality semifinal to make history for her nation. Women's Tennis Association. The Tennis Gazette. One Sports. The opponent, Maya Joint, familiar, formidable. Her final opponent, the equally youthful and fearless 19-year-old Maya Joint, ranked world number 51, and a recent WTA champion, having lifted her first title in Rabat just weeks before. Women's Tennis Association. Reuters. This Eastborne final was destined to be the youngest combined-age WTA final at the event since 1981. Women's Tennis Association. Reuters. These two rising sensations both had momentum and big-game energy, but the narrative twist was that they were not complete strangers. While this was their first meeting on tour, the familiarity of youth, hunger, and Australian-Filipino rivalry gave the final an extra emotional edge. A final filled with heartache and drama. The matchup wasn't just a match, it was emotional warfare. Alex claimed the second set emphatically 6-1, showcasing the raw power and precision that had made her one to watch. But the third set boiled down to nerve, resilience, and fate. In a dramatic tiebreak, she even held 4 championship points, 4 chances to make history. And yet, each slip, each unforced error, each drop shot Joint seemed to handle clarified the cruel margin between almost and forever. Dawn. Reuters. Wikipedia. Sunstar Publishing Inc. Until at 11-10, Joint summoned a backhand winner that sealed the match. 6-4, 1-6, 7-6, 1-2-1-0. Wikipedia. Reuters. Dawn. Alex melted into tears on court, the title within her grasp slipping through her fingers. A heartbreaking yet unforgettable performance. The enemy within. What made the foe familiar? They say familiarity breeds contempt, But in this match, familiarity brought out the best, the worst, and everything in between. Both players came through qualifiers. Both relied on youth, heart, and fearless aggression. The familiarity wasn't a shared history. It was a mirror held up to Eala, reflecting a possible path to triumph, scuttled by a whisker. For Alex, the familiarity lay in knowing how close she'd come, how tangible victory felt. That closeness made the loss even more painful, yet more instructive. Emotional turmoil and the seeds of resilience. In defeat, Alex showed grace. She fought tears as she spoke of a historic run. The final, though lost, was a landmark moment, not just for her, but for her country. She'd stretched the boundaries of what seemed possible for a Filipino athlete in global tennis. Reuters, Sunstar Publishing, Inc. Then, just days later, she was at Wimbledon, facing defending champion Barbara Krejcikova. Shakespearean, almost. The pain was fresh, yet the show must go on. Phil Starr. That mental reset, moving from heartbreak to preparing for a Grand Slam, speaks volumes about her maturity and competitive fire. A battle between two rising suns. This final wasn't just a tennis match. It was a passing of the torch moment in youth. Maya joint survival under pressure signaled she, too, is evolving. Alex's near miss, defined by just a point here or there, serves as a potent reminder of how thin margins ignite legends. Legacy in a loss. In losing, Alexandra Eala won something greater than a trophy. The world saw her. The Philippines felt pride. Young Filipinas dreaming of sports greatness saw themselves in her. She redefined possibility regardless of the scoreline. Yes, this was a familiar foe. A matchup echoing in every athlete's journey. Talent, pressure, heart, and heartbreak converging at the moment that defines a career. And though Alex Eala didn't lift that trophy, she earned a place in history and laid the foundation for triumphs yet to come.